It's tea time with Brooklyn on 97.3 WMEE.
Apparently, there's been an entire museum sitting unopened under the Lincoln Memorial for more than 100 years. Wild, right? It's a massive 15,000 square foot underground chamber known as the Lincoln Memorial Undercroft. And starting this week, visitors can explore it for the very first time. I think this is just because, America's celebrating its 250th, so we're doing something special. It's sat unused since the memorial opened in 1922, and it looks like a giant underground mall. There's 122 massive concrete pillars, and the new museum features interactive exhibits, original copies of the Emancipation Proclamation, and the 13th Amendment signed by Abraham Lincoln, and even construction tools and graffiti left behind by the workers who built it in the 1920s. Honestly, I think it would be cool to check out, and it's free to anyone who wants to visit Washington, D.C. to see it, as long as they make a reservation. In other news this morning, the World Cup is well underway, and people are paying a fortune at the concession stands. Not really surprised to hear this, but I've got a list of some of the most delicious, craziest, and expensive World Cup foods fans can buy right now. We'll start with what's in Miami. First, they have something called the Fancy AF Tots, and they're 3 fried hash browns topped with caviar and chives. It'll run you about $75. So you're literally paying $25 per hash brown. Also in Miami, a 5-pound chicken and cheese empanada that will set you back $40. 5 pounds, though, I feel like you could definitely share that with a friend or two. There's a Twinkie cheeseburger in LA that's literally a cheeseburger topped with a bacon-wrapped jalapeno that's stuffed with brisket and cream cheese. And in Vancouver, they want to cause heartburn and stomach aches, I guess, because they have these 2 options. Short rib poutine, which are fries loaded with gravy, pulled short rib and cheese curds, and maple bacon smokies. Smoked sausages topped with bacon, onion jam, and maple syrup. My goodness. And then lastly, I want to mention the beer. Obviously, it's crazy expensive, but one example I read about was a single can of beer can cost you $20 in Mexico, where the daily minimum wage is $18 an hour. So if you do the quick math, you're working more than an hour to pay for 1 can of beer. It's just crazy. So if you have FOMO from sitting on your couch and watching the games instead of attending them in person, well, at least you can go grab a snack and a drink from your very own fridge. Lastly this morning, Sesame Street is releasing a parody album. It's a 7-track album called Parody, and it will include 3 previously released songs and 4 new ones. They all kind of put it like a kid-friendly spin on popular hits. So, for example, there's one called Where Is My Lovey, which is inspired by Ray's Where Is My Husband. There's Got to Go, which is a potty training song in the style of Chappell Roan's Hot to Go. And even Go for the Gold, inspired by the K-pop Demon Hunters hit Golden. Parody will come out July 26th. If you want to check it out then. And that's Tea Time today here on 97.3 WMEE.
Podcasts by Federated Media.